Oh, welcome back. In this part we will create our course model, copy it to luigis circuits and test it with Dolphin. So let's start it. So first of all, you have to watch out that your track is above the origin point. The origin point is where all the axes are together. So the course must above the axis. These axes here. And in this case this is already fine. Now the next thing we have to do is explode every group and components. You select your whole model, right click and explode. And just do it over and over again along. And if you can't select explode, everything is fine. So the next thing we want to do is we want to remove every unused face. I don't have any unused faces here, but I will add a face here. So this is a face without any materials. If you want to remove all of them, so some of the faces are maybe hiding or so, and you want to remove all these faces with no materials, you add one face out of your model, add a material, let's say delete, nice color, and say OK. Use the bucket tool, and now we use the bucket tool, hold shift and left click it. So every face with the default material now uses this material. So we can see it here. And now to delete every face, we right click it, select all with the same material, make a group so we can easily delete them, and delete. And now every every face with the default material is now gone. The next thing we want to do, whatever we have to do, is go to File and use OBJ Exporter. Now we can export our model. Yeah, save. And yes. If it is ready, we can close this window. We will save it. And now we have to open FBX Converter UI. The software is again in the software text file in the description. And now we have to go to the exported OBJ. This is my exported OBJ here. We open it in the left window, so once again we add this here, go to our OBJ and add it, and then we go. Just remove the window and convert. Remove this, the OBJ we selected, add now the FBX and convert it to DAE. So we converted our OBJ file to FBX and to DRA. The reason is we used FBXE is you can't convert your model from OBJ to DRA, so we used a step more. Now we open Brawlbox. With Brawlbox we can create our models for we can import the models so MKWii or other weekends can read it. We will create a brres resource pack. And now we right click this node, import model, and we go to our exported obj, but now DAE file. Here is it. Dot point DAE. Use these settings. Or yeah, this should be fine. Use these settings and say OK. Now you have to rename this node here. Right click it and rename to course. The next thing we have to do is import our textures. So this is just the white model at the moment. Just right here. But you can already see here's our model, our mountains here and the other ones. So let's import the textures. I will use import folders. The advantage is all our textures are exported next to your obj file. But I have to navigate to my obj file now. SketchUp, track, tutorial, is it there? And this is next to the obj, the jury calls textures. You can import now these textures via the folder. Now you can see every texture here, but you have to import the textures now here. First we choose just the format CMPR. We use this now just for testing purposes. There are more. The other formats are for high quality textures, or for just black and white textures, for black and white with alpha textures. But we will just use this one now. This format is so the data size of this format is very small, and it's just good for testing purposes. So we say OK to every texture here. OK. This is now a texture with alpha in it. So we have to use IA 8 or 4th. 8 is the high quality one. We use 8. It should be fine. CMPR. You can use CMPR here. Now the ugly water. And now the model should be visible. This looks a little bit different, but we can change it. We will change it later. We just want to test the first things here. Now you can save the model. Course. And so now you have to go to your exported MKWii disk file system. I already exported it in our second part of the tutorial, where I showed you how to get textures from a course. We go in our MKWii disk file system here to Files, Race, Course, and I want to replace the luigis circuit model with our new model. You have to extract this folder now. I already did it too, to get some textures here. But if you want to export a new course, you have to use Weems Tools, or Weems Tools is the best one. Weems SCS Tools, extract, and the course you want to extract, beginner course luigis circuit. So beginner course. The D1, this one is for multiplayer. So every course with a D at the end is a multiplayer course. So there are two, a dumbed down version of a course and a single player version of the course. So you would have to use this command. But since I already did this, which one is? SCS. But I already exported it, and it says the course already exists, the exported course. If you want to overwrite one, you can add -O. So you overwrite your exported SCS file. So beginner course SCS to beginner course point D. So here's your exported SCS file. Now we want to replace this model. This is the original luigis circuit model. Now let's see if it is really the luigis circuit model. And it is. Now we go to our created new course model. Copy this over here. Copy, and you have to rename it. But first delete it, so there are no two files within the same name. And now we have to recreate the SCS file with this folder here. So we say we again use Weems Tools. SCS W SCS tool create. The command for putting a SCS file together is create beginner course D, and we want to overwrite the original one, so -O. So this is ready now, and now we have to create the image file again with our MKWii folders here. We change now one type, one SCS file, but we have to create the whole disk again. So we use again Weems Tools, Shift, and go to open command line. Now we have to use Weems ISO tools, so WIT, and we use copy, the command copy, the folder, and this is just the name and now the file type. Let's say we want a WBFS file. And now it is creating one. Now we wait a few seconds. And the WBFS is now ready, our new one. The reason I use WBFS is it is a lot smaller than an ISO file. Now we can start Dolphin with our new image and our new track. But we will use a nice tool to look around the cross. We go to graphics. This is Dolphin 5. Dolphin 5. We go to graphics. Go to advanced, and we will use free look. This is a nice tool if you want just free roam along the track. Now we want to open our new image. This one. And it should already work. Now we have to start luigis circuit. Oh. So let's start luigis circuit. Let's use time travel. We just changed the visual things of luigis circuit now. So we should fly, or we will see. Okay. So it is working. But now I want to move through the track. Since I used this free roam hack with graphics and advanced and free look, we can use the right mouse and right mouse, hold it, and we can pan. With shift, with holding shift and use WASD, we can move. So let's see. Now we can look around a little bit and let's move forward a bit faster. Awesome. So now we can look through the track. It is a little bit right. We can change it later, but the first thing we want to see is if it is working. And if it looks right here. The brightness, we will change the brightness later. Like here, this is too bright. These objects are not in the main core, so don't mind them yet. We will remove them later. But yeah, this is the first look at our track in game with Dolphin, but it should work on the MKWii and Wii 2. So we will fix some issues here with the course, like this black background here, and the brightness, and here the black white water. We will fix these in another episode, and this boost pattern also. But this was more more about how to create your own course and create the image with it, and yeah. So in the next part we will create our mini map. See you next time.